Hello. This lesson is about choosing the right endings for adjectives ending in ing or ed. This point can be very important because if we use the wrong ending, there can be a serious misunderstanding. For example, if I say a person is annoying, that's a negative comment about that person's personality or behavior. But if we say someone is annoyed, then he or she is just feeling angry at a particular time. The meaning is completely different. The lesson is in two parts. If part one is enough for you, that's fine. If you feel you still need a little more support, please continue to part two. By the way, you will need time to read some of the slides. At those times, I will suggest putting the video on pause until you have read everything. Okay, before we begin the main lesson, we need to check some vocabulary. These words will all be used to make the adjectives in the examples. So if you need to, pause the video to check their meanings. It's not important to perfectly remember all these words. Now, let's look at some examples using an imaginary story to see how the adjectives are used and discover the difference in the meanings of the two endings. Please read through this story once to make sure you understand the meaning. Stop the video. And now let's highlight the adjectives that we want to take a look at. Here they are. They are all adjectives and they describe the events that happened. It should be clear that they all end in ing. Let's move on. We are going to read some comments from shoppers who saw the incident. Please hit pause to read everything. Can you see the adjectives ending in ed? What are they describing? Let's see them highlighted. You can see that all of these adjectives end in the letters ed. And in this case, these words are describing people's feelings or people's responses to the incident. The ed adjectives are all about the effect of the attack on the people. Now let's check a newspaper article on the incident. This time, the two endings, ing and ed, are mixed throughout the report. Here it comes. Okay, and pause to read everything. You should see both endings here. Are they clearly different? One note on a particularly difficult word. The man's lawyer said that he is satisfied that the man is mentally sick. In this case, satisfied means he believes that the man has a mental problem. In contrast, the police do not believe it. So, here are the two endings, ing and ed, and some examples to clearly contrast their use. In every case shown, we can see that the cause is described by an ing adjective. The effect, usually people's thinking or reaction, is an ed adjective. One way to remember this is to think of ed as being equal to the e of effect. Okay, so now we have an exercise to see if you can choose the right answers. Please have a look at these three. In the first one, the comment is about my feeling. It's a result or an effect. Therefore, the answer must be ed, disappointed. The second one is the opposite. The topic and subject of the sentence is it, or the story. This is the reason or cause. Therefore, the answer is ing. Very moving. In the third case, the adjective is about the effect, so it must be we were really tired. Now 4 more cases. In the first example, the adjective appears before a noun. However, it still refers to the cause of our reaction, ing. When my dog pooped in the park, the effect was that I was embarrassed, ed. The fact that my phone doesn't work is the cause. That's frustrating. This is the same for the last one too. Because the instructions are confusing, we can't understand anything. And finally, some special cases. There are always special cases in English, I'm afraid. In these examples, although the effects are all ed endings, the causes have various endings. Sorry about that. That's English. Thank you for listening and studying with me. I hope this has helped to make the concept a little clearer. As I said, if you need a bit more review and a chance to practice, I recommend studying Part 2.